Rain poured over the city like a curtain of sorrow, blurring lights and faces. Ethan Carter, a single dad and part-time cab driver, was finishing his late shift. His daughter, Lily, waited at home, fast asleep, clutching the worn-out teddy bear he'd bought her on her 5th birthday. Every extra ride meant groceries, school fees, a little warmth in a cold apartment. Just as Ethan turned toward home, his radio crackled. Pickup, downtown, urgent. He hesitated but accepted. The address was near a high-end corporate building, the kind where people wore suits worth more than his car. When he arrived, a woman stumbled into view, drenched, clutching her side. Her lips trembled as she whispered, "Please, don't hurt me. I can't walk." Ethan froze. The woman's designer clothes were torn, her mascara streaked. She looked terrified. "Hey, it's okay," he said, raising his hands gently. "I'm your driver. You called for a ride." For a moment, she didn't believe him. Her blue eyes darted around, searching for danger. Then, seeing his worn jacket and kind eyes, she collapsed into his arms. He carried her carefully into the cab. "Hospital?" he asked. "No," she gasped. "Just take me anywhere safe." Her name was Claire Hamilton, CEO of one of the biggest tech firms in the city. He recognized her face from billboards and business magazines. What could possibly make someone like her look so broken? As they drove through the quiet streets, Claire's breathing slowed. "I was at a charity gala," she said weakly. "My fiancé, he—" She stopped. Ethan didn't push. He knew the weight of silence better than most. Minutes passed before she whispered, "He tried to control me. I told him I was ending things and he snapped." Her voice cracked. "He pushed me. My ankle gave out. I just ran." Ethan gripped the wheel tighter. He thought of Lily, how he'd promised never to let her feel unsafe again after her mother left. "You're safe now," he said softly. "I'll take you somewhere no one will look." He drove her to a small diner, the one he and Lily often visited when life felt too heavy. The owner, Mrs. Patel, gave them dry towels and hot tea without asking questions. Claire sat silently, staring at her reflection in the dark window. "You live around here?" she asked. "Yeah, not far. Just me and my daughter." Claire nodded slowly. "You're kind. Most people wouldn't have stopped." He smiled faintly. "Kindness doesn't cost much, but not giving it, that can cost everything." For the first time, she smiled back. When he dropped her off at a friend's apartment later, she handed him a sleek black card. "I'll make sure you're rewarded," she said. But Ethan shook his head. "You don't owe me anything." She looked at him, really looked, and said, "No one's ever told me that before." Days turned into weeks. Life returned to its usual rhythm until, one morning, Ethan received a call from an unknown number. "Mr. Carter?" the voice said. "This is Claire Hamilton. I need a favor." When he arrived at her office, she was waiting with a cast on her ankle and a soft smile. "I fired my entire security team," she admitted. "They worked for my ex. I trust you more than them. Will you drive for me?" Ethan blinked in disbelief. "Me? I'm just—" "A man who stopped when no one else did," she interrupted. "That's who I need around me." From that day on, their paths intertwined. Claire found in Ethan a reminder of genuine humanity, something she'd lost in the world of power and ambition. And Ethan found a friend who respected him not for what he had, but for who he was. One evening, as he picked her up from work, Lily sat in the back seat humming softly. Claire turned, smiling warmly. "She's beautiful," she said. Ethan chuckled. "She's my reason for everything." Claire looked out at the city lights. "And maybe she'll be mine too." The rain began again, but this time it didn't feel cold. It felt cleansing, like life had pressed reset. Two broken souls, from different worlds, had found something rare in each other. A moment of pure kindness that changed everything.